What if you could take the most talented 17-year-old in France, control every single transfer decision he ever makes, and turn him into the best player on the planet? Well, on Football Manager 26, I did exactly that. I became Bouaddi's agent, and here's what happened. Ayyoub Bouaddi, probably the best wonder kid to come out of France since Kylian Mbappe. The central defensive midfielder is only 17 years old. He's currently plying his trade at Lille in France. He's already valued at between 78 and 97 million pound, and he has got 4 under-21 caps for France already. If you look at his details here as well, you'll see that his agent is me, FM Forever. I'm looking after the rest of this guy's career over the next 21 years, and he's already played a fantastic amount of games for Lille. He's had 9 first-team appearances in 23-24. He then went and played 3 games in their second team, and this season just gone, 24 first-team appearances for the club. Are we going to keep him at Lille, or are we going to send him somewhere else? Well, if you have a quick look at his attributes on the player editor, you'll see he's got a current ability of 130 and a potential ability of 186. Now, looking at the midfield, you'll see he probably is, on current ability, the 4th choice central midfielder. Although he is having a lot of game time, what we want him to be is we want him to be a star player somewhere. We need him to get a good 30 plus games this season, and for him to progress to his full potential ability of 187, I believe it is. So are we going to give him a move? I think we probably do need to give him a move in the first season, but only on loan. Let's see where he goes. So we found him a brilliant loan move for the season at FC Groningen in the Netherlands. As you can see, the stadium is immaculate, the training facilities are excellent, and the youth facilities are excellent as well. He's already down as a key player. He's going to get a lot of game time, and I can see him adding to those 4 under-21 caps, and I can see him having a brilliant season here. Let's go and have a look how he gets on in his first full season on loan. So Bouaddi's had a very, very successful loan spell at FC Groningen. He has added to his under-21 caps with France. He's had 9. His value is still between 78 and 93 million. And if we have a look at his stats this season, we will see that he's played 33 times in the league for Groningen, 5 assists, 2 Player of the Match awards, and a 6.93. He's also played 3 non-competitive games as well this season. And if we have a quick look as well at his current ability, it's now gone up to 144 out of 186. So it's made a massive improvement. It's been a really successful season, just taking that little step down, getting the extra game time, and obviously being a key player in the team. So I think he's going to return to Lille, and he's going to fight for first team football for this next season. As you can see here, 134, 136, 121, 138. So by far he is the better player. Benjamin Andre is going to start dropping off now. He's 35-year-old. So we're going to bring him back. We're going to put him in the team, give him a full season, and see how he gets on. As his agent, I've made absolutely the right call. As you can see, he's added to his French under-21 caps. He's now got 16. His value is between 86 and 106 million. He's got 5-star ability now. He's probably at the best of his game. And if you have a look here, 157 current ability out of 186. The guy's not even 20-year-old yet. If we have a quick look at his season stats, you'll see that he played 13 games in the Europa League, scoring a goal, 2 assists, 7.25. He had 29 games in the French First Division. He also played in the French Cup and the Trophy de Champions, which he also won because if we go down and have a look at his milestones and see what he's done this season, you will see that he's won the Trophy de Champions, he's been inducted into Lille's overall best 11, he's been named in the seasonal best 11, and he's also been named as Supporters Player of the Year. So what a fantastic, successful season he's had. However, what's next season going to have in store? Is he going to stay at Lille? Is he going to move on? Well, let's find out. Well, it couldn't get much better than it has over the last couple of seasons. Bouaddi is absolutely flying. Not only has he had a very good, successful season with Lille, he's also added 4 French caps. So he's been capped for the first team of France. His value now is between 105 and 130 million. Absolutely flying. When we have a look at his seasonal stats, you'll see he played 7 times in the Europa League, getting 2 assists, 7.24 rating, 29 games in the French League again, 5 in the French Cup, and he also played for France in the European qualifiers. So 41 games in total, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7.09. What an absolutely cracking season from the young lad. If we have a look as well at milestones, you'll see that this season he's also been named in the France seasonal best 11, the Ligue 1 McDonald's Team of the Week twice, French Cup runners-up, so they got all the way to the final, Lille's seasonal best 11, and also the McDonald's Star Team of the season. He's doing fantastic. Where's he at in current ability, you might ask? He's on 158 of 186. So, is it time for a move, or do we stay for one more season? Well, that's up to me. Let's have a look. Well, we did decide to move him on, and we moved him on to Inter Milan. Inter Milan have got a massive history. They're winning the Serie A title on a regular basis. They're competing in Europe. They've got superb training facilities, superb youth facilities, Christian Chiru as their manager. So they're only going in one direction, and that's up and up and up. So I think this move was absolutely perfect for Bouaddi. And it turns out it was the right move, because a 21-year-old now, he has played 10 times for France. His value was between 140 and 172 million. And you can see the progression there. He's coming on leaps and bounds. If we have a quick look at his player attributes, his current ability has leaped to 175 out of 186. In terms of season stats, 12 games in the Champions League, 6 assists, at a 6.99 rating. He's played 32 times in Serie A. He's played 49 times in total, scoring just the 1 goal, but 12 assists, so he's been fantastic. 6.95 rating, a 21-year-old. Milestones, what's he done in Serie A this season? Well, let's have a look at that. Milestones this season: runners-up in the Italian Cup, inducted into the Inter Milan overall best 11 and seasonal best 11, and Serie A champions, so he has a trophy as well to his name. He's finally won a major trophy, winning the Italian Serie A championship. Brilliant stuff. If you want to see the progression, this is the second season spent at Inter Milan. He's now 22. He's had 20 caps for France now, 6 goals, so he's doubled the amount of caps he's had for France. He's worth a mind-boggling £144 million. He's at the top of his game at only 22-year-old. 13 appearances in the Champions League this season, 32 in Serie A, 46 in total, 1 sub-appearance. He's chipping in with the goals now, 7 goals for the season for Inter Milan. He's also scored 4 goals for France in the World Cup qualifiers. He's got 7 assists and a 6.6 rating, which probably doesn't do him justice, because if he's playing in that defensive mid role or central midfield role, sometimes the ratings aren't the best. But still, he's doing fantastic. Milestone-wise, what's he achieved with them this season? Well, he's won the European / South American Super Cup winners trophy. He's won the Serie A for a second time. and he's been named in the Inter Milan seasonal best 11. So he's had a fantastic season. How is he progressing? Is he progressing enough to get a move elsewhere? Look at that, 185 out of 186 current ability. He's literally there. He pretty much is there. He can't get much better than this. Is it time to make another move? Is it time to go somewhere a little bit bigger than Inter Milan? Well, there's not many teams bigger than Inter Milan out there, but I think it's time we find him somewhere. So let's see where we can go and find him a move to. If you want to be a midfield powerhouse, then who better to play alongside up front than Erling Haaland? Yes, we have moved to Manchester City. If you have a look here at Manchester City's team, you will see that we haven't got it to Manchester City's team, we've got it to Renz's team. I don't know why I did that. There we go. Bouaddi, first choice in that midfield alongside Ethan and Wary. Cherky playing up front because Haaland's injured. They've got Mbappe on the left. Wow, look at this team. It's absolutely fantastic. And for look at Manchester City, currently top of the Premier League. What have they done over the last few seasons in the Premier League? Are they the powerhouse that we know them to be? Yes, they've won it 3, 4, 5, 6 times in a row. So, and it doesn't get much bigger than this. It certainly doesn't. Let's have a look and see how he got on though in his first season. And if we go in and have a look at him through here, we will see when it loads up. There we go. So, 23-year-old now, 33 caps and 7 goals for France. He's worth between 199 and 217 million. He's finally become a £200 million player. Season stats. Well, he's played 44 times overall, 5 goals, 13 assists, 6.77. The ratings don't do you justice playing in that central midfield role in Football Manager or DM role, which sometimes he can play. He's done fantastically well. Probably pointless looking at this, but yes, he's 185 out of 186. It may go up to 186 as we progress through the career, but fantastic. What's he achieved as well? Has he achieved much this season? Well, let's go and have a look. Milestones this season. Named in France's seasonal best 11. Carabao Cup runners-up. Named in the Man City seasonal best 11. And Premier League champions. So he's won the Premier League. Hasn't won any other trophies with Man City. Got really close in the Carabao Cup. But I would imagine it's only a matter of time before he wins some serious Champions Leagues and Premier League trophies. Season 7 now, and he's 24-year-old, and he seems like he's been around for a lifetime. Yes, we're still at Manchester City. It's going really well. For France, 43 caps and 7 goals. His valuation has dropped a little bit, though, 134 to 160 million. I think that's because when he made that massive move to Manchester City for 144 million, that naturally spiked his valuation. You can see there now he's been at 4 clubs, he's 257 appearances and 22 goals. And if we have a look at his career stats this season, 34 games in the league, 8 goals, 8 assists. But obviously what we want to have a look at is how did he get in all competitions? Well, in all competitions he did really well. So 6.88 rating in the Champions League, 6.73 in the Premier League. His total appearances, 47-1 from the bench. 14 goals, he's starting to score goals now. 11 assists as well, 6.78. That doesn't reflect how good this guy actually is. When it comes to the likes of how he's done in achievements for the season, well, they've won the Premier League Championship again. They finished up runners-up in the FA Cup, and he was named in Man City's seasonal best 11. So no European trophies yet, but I'm sure they're just on the horizon. Teams will be sniffing around him. He's already wanted by PSG, as you can see there. But I would imagine he's probably going to stay at Manchester City unless he goes back to France. And there's only one team in France you're going to sign for when you're playing for Man City. It's got to be PSG. Will he or won't he? Well, he has. He's moved to PSG. Immaculate stadium, state-of-the-art training, superb youth facilities. Everything about PSG is absolute excellence. They've got a massive history, and Obviously done really well in the Champions League over the last 2 seasons, as I've just referred to. So, how is he doing in his first season? Well, he's 25-year-old now. He's got 59 caps for France. He's got 8 goals. Valuation now between 183 and 199 million pound. And there we go. He signed for 147 million for Manchester City. And what a brilliant season he's had. Looking at the seasonal stats, 48 appearances, 12 goals. So he's banging the goals in now. 7 assists. 6.77, which doesn't do him justice because we know that the ratings aren't as good for central midfielders as they maybe are for wingers and strikers, but it's a fantastic achievement. And then if we have a look at see what he's done this season, what's he won? Well, he was named in the French seasonal best 11. He's been inducted into France's overall best 11 already at 25-year-old. He's won the French Cup. He's won the French League and he's won the Champions League as well. 3 trophies in his first season at PSG and also named in the PSG seasonal best 11. Well, it just goes to show I know what I'm doing because I've got him the right move at PSG. Is this where he's going to stay? Is he going to move about? There's not many clubs to go to after PSG, to be fair. Well, say season 9 now for Bouaddi and he's still at PSG and he's had another successful season. He's now got 68 caps from France, 9 goals. I just wonder how many caps this guy can get. Could he get over 150 caps? It's more than possible. Valuation wise it's dropped a little, but he's still worth between 160 and 182. Stats are looking amazing and sort of season that he's had. Let's have a look. 41 appearances, 1 off the bench. 10 goals, so he's banging the goals in still, and an amazing 22 assists. What a season that was. Fairly banging those assists in. When we have a look at what he's achieved this season, well, he's been named in the France seasonal best 11, runners-up in the Trophy de Champions. They've named in the McDonald's Team of the Week, Player of the Month, again, Team of the Week again, PSG seasonal best 11. They've won the league again. No other trophies to go with that, and most assists of the competition in League One. So another fantastic season for him. He's developing and developing. Has he reached his maximum potential yet? No, he's still 185 out of 186, but you can forgive him if he never actually reaches that. But he's doing brilliantly. Halfway through the career nearly, and he's doing so well. Where's he going to end up though? Where's he going to plough his trade for the next 10, 11 years? Well, we're 10 years in now, we're halfway through this video, and at 27-year-old, he's decided to have a 3rd season at PSG. He's stayed here, 27-year-old, 80 caps for France, 9 goals. Valuation still up there, it's close to that £200 million mark. You probably would have to pay 200 million plus to get him from PSG, I would imagine. And he is absolutely fantastic. Looking at these stats, 42 games again this season, 14 goals. He's fairly banging the goals in, 16 assists. He's actually got a 7 rating for the first time since he started moving to the big clubs. He is just developing. He is doing fantastically well. Career-wise, we have a look. Milestones this season. Well, best seasonal 11 in France. McDonald's Team of the Week again, but what's he won trophy-wise? Well, he's won the League One McDonald's Championship, and he was named in the McDonald's 11 of the season. So, competitions-wise, just the 1 trophy there, but he has won a few trophies at PSG since he's came. As we can see here, he's won a few trophies, the French Cup, the Champions League, he's won Super Cup, he's won the Intercontinental Championship there. He's won the trophy, he runners up in the Trophy de Champions, another league title. So he's certainly won the trophies in France. Is he going to stay here? He's 27. This is probably the ideal peak age for him to move somewhere. Is he going to move? Is he going to stay? What's he going to do in the next 10 years of his career? We will find out. Bouaddi is a Galactico. He's made the move to Real Madrid. What a fantastic signing that is. He's playing alongside the likes of Tucamendi, Nkunku, Rigo and Gvardiol. He is playing with some of the world's best players. What a fantastic move that is as well. Just a quick one, if you are enjoying this video, please hit that subscribe button below and you will see more videos like this, and there's a few brilliant ones coming up. We have a World Cup one coming up very soon, and then we're going to do a long-term save making Ajax great again. So if you want to see those videos, please hit the subscribe button, you won't miss one. Right, back to the action. What's he doing at Real Madrid? I'll tell you what he's doing. He's pulling up trees. A 28-year-old now, 90 caps for France with 9 goals. His valuation, he's definitely worth nearly £200 million. He's on £475 to £575 a week. He's on massive wages as well there. If you have a look at the season stats, 48 times he's played for Real Madrid this season. 5 goals, 14 assists, 7.27 rating. He's doing magnificently well. Let's have a look at what he's achieved this season. What has he achieved? Well, he has achieved the Spanish Super Cup winners and the Spanish Cup winners. Real Madrid have not won La Liga this season. They've finished second. I can guess who they've finished second to. Barcelona. Yeah, by 2 points as well. So he hasn't added his trophies that he's already won in France, England and Italy, but I'm sure it's just a matter of time before he wins it. Let's skip ahead a few seasons in the future and see if he's still a Real Madrid player. Well, so far we're into season 5 at Real Madrid. We've jumped ahead a little bit. I'm conscious I don't want the video to be too long, but what you can see here is he made that £170 million move to Real Madrid. And then in his first season, he did fantastically well. Season 2, another 34 games in the league. He's played plenty. And then again, another fantastic season there. Just the 1 goal. So the goals are drying up in Madrid. But bearing in mind the quality of this playing for this team, all he has to do is keep providing the assists, which he does. A poor season there. Dropping off a little bit, just the 31 games, the 3 goals and the 6 assists, but then he bounced back in his last season with 36 games, 7 goals, 13 assists, 3 Player of the Match awards. For France, he's now got 139 caps and 13 goals. So, has he achieved some fantastic milestones? Let's have a look and see what he's done. Let's go all the way back down here to when he came to Real Madrid, when he won the Super Cup and the Spanish Cup. So yes, he has. He's won his first title in Spain, runners-up in the Champions League, but France won the European International League. So he's won his first honours on the national front, as well as all the domestic trophies he's won. 2038 runners-up in the Spanish Cup, but they won the Champions League and finished 4th in the FIFA World Cup. Won the UEFA Super Cup and the Club Intercontinental Champions winners in 2038. 2039, Real Madrid did not win anything at all. In fact, the best that happened in 2039 was France finished 3rd in the European International League, and in 2040, which is the season we're on now, Spanish Cup runners-up. They regained the Spanish First Division Championship and were runners-up again in the Champions League. So he's still winning plenty of trophies. He's done it everywhere at the moment. Can he win a World Cup though? Can he win a Euros? Time's running out. He's 32-year-old. Will he make another move? Will he stay at Real Madrid for the rest of his career? These are all questions that are bound to be answered. Well, 3 years into the future and he's 35 now. And as you can see, he's got a massive 179 caps for France, 18 goals. His valuation has dropped significantly. 10 to 12 million pound. He's on the decline now. If we have a look at his attributes, you'll see his current ability is now 162 out of 186 potential ability. So that's dropped down by a good 22, 23 points. He's still got it though. He's absolutely still got it. He's got 17 natural fitness as well, so that will help with the decline slowing down. What sort of career has he had over the last 3 seasons? Well, let's have a look what he's done. And if we go to 2040, which is where we left it off, he played there 30 times, 1 goal, 5 assists. 2040-142 season, again playing regularly, 3 goals, 8 assists, and then no goals and 9 assists. He's still getting those 7 ratings, and that's 6.99, so he's still doing it. What's he winning though in terms of trophies. So if we have a look at the milestone trophies, so we left it at 2040. They won the Spanish Super Cup and the Spanish Cup and the Spanish First Division and the Champions League. 4 trophies there. Runners up in the Super Cup, and they also won the Intercontinental Championship. So 5 trophies in one season. It could have been 6. They missed out. Nothing in terms of France. So looking at this now, the chances of winning a Euros or a World Cup are pretty much gone, unless he's Lionel Messi and into his late 30s he wins a World Cup. Well, at 35 he probably hasn't got long to go. So let's head into the twilight years of his career and see what happens in the last couple of seasons. If you're at the biggest club in the world, you're at the end of your career and you've won everything you possibly can win, then it's time to take up that last little challenge for the last couple of years of your career. And I've suggested a move to Ajax, and I'll tell you exactly why I've suggested a move to Ajax. If we go through the last 18 years or so of Ajax's history, you'll see in the league they finished 4th. They finished 4th. Then we've got 3rd place there, 4th again, 3rd again, 3rd again. Then they finished 4th. Then they finished nowhere, down in 10th. Then another season of finishing, they finished 2nd that season, missing out by nearly 30 points. So they were miles behind. Then they finished 3rd again. Then they finished 4th again. Wow, 2nd. Then they finished 5th. Then they finished 2nd. This is just ridiculous. 2nd again. Ajax have not won a trophy. 5th this time. And then we're getting into 2041, 2042. And Ajax finished 12th. And then all the way up to last season, 2nd. 1 point away. The closest they've ever got to winning the Eredivisie in the last 18 years. So the challenge was, go to Ajax, finish his last year or two of his career and try and win the league in Holland to go alongside the league that he's won in France, in England, in Italy, in Spain. This would be the 5th league title in his 18 to 20 year career. Can he do it? Well, let's have a look. 19 years on since we started this save with Bouaddi. He's 36-year-old now. He's still added to his caps for France. He's got 184 caps and 18 goals. Could he hit 200? He's classed as not for sale. Ajax don't want to part with him. Yes, his stats are dropping a little bit. When we have a look, we'll see that now he is sitting at 158 current ability, which is probably still good enough to be a key player in this Ajax team. What's he done this season? Well, season stats. He's played 50 times and once from the bench, so 51 appearances in total. He hasn't scored a goal, but he's put 9 assists in, possibly playing a slightly deeper role. 6 man of the match awards and a 7.12. So he's doing really, really well. In terms of milestones, what has he achieved? Well, we'll go to career and we'll go to milestones, and he has won the Eredivisie champions. So Ajax have done it. Let's have a look and just confirm that is the case. Eredivisie, First Division, they are looking as if they're top. Yes, they are 9 points clear. Fantastic season from them. Bouaddi has been instrumental in that. And if you have a look at his career there, as you see, you'll see 34 out of 34 games played in the league, 3 assists, 4 player of the match awards. Brilliant stuff. The other milestones was he finished in France's seasonal best 11 again, so he's still playing for France, and he was named in the Ajax seasonal best 11. So 19 years into this save. Is there a 20th season? Has he got one more year left in him? Is he going to move somewhere else and maybe just look at a fresh challenge in his last season? Has he got another 4 years left in him? Is he going to do a Ronaldo? Well, let's wait and see. Season 20 and he's still here at 37-year-old. He's still a star player for Ajax. He now has 191 caps for France and 22 goals. He's still not for sale. Ajax do not want to part with him. He's still doing really well. That natural fitness is keeping him going. And if we have another quick look at his attributes, he's down to 149 current ability now. But that's not stopping him because he's still getting plenty of football. As you see there, 40 games, 3 off the bench, 2 goals, 9 assists, a 7.01 rating. So he's still doing magnificently well. And what you might have just spotted here is there's a new tab, staff. He's doing a coaching course to become a manager. So he's working on that now. So maybe it's a time he retired. Well, there's nothing there to say he's planning on retiring soon. At the age of 37, he has won the European Football Championship with France. Not only that, he was European Championship Golden Boot runner-up and named in the European Championship Dream Team. Won the Dutch Super Cup as well with Ajax, and then he was named in the France Seasonal Best 11 and the Ajax Seasonal Best 11. The guy has finally won a massive trophy with France. Yes, he's won the Nations League, but the European Championships and the World Cup are the competitions that you want to win. Unfortunately for him, the best he got at the World Cup was to finish 4th. But at 37-year-old, you've got to agree, this guy has had a fantastic career with all the trophies that he's won. So finally, in season 21, in the year 2046, Ayyoub Bouaddi has decided at 38-year-old to hang up his boots, and at the moment he's a free agent waiting to jump into a managerial position somewhere, you would imagine, in France. But the guy's done it all over the place, so potentially he could go to any of these clubs in the future and manage them. But what a career he's had. He started off at Lille, he went to Groningen on loan, back to Lille, had a few seasons at Milan, 3 years at Man City, he had about 3 years at PSG, and then he had a massive long stint there at Real Madrid from 2035 to 2043, and he came back to do something that nobody else could do at Ajax in the last 18 years, and that was win them the major trophy of the Eredivisie title, and he did it. 191 caps for France, 22 goals. They won the Nations League. In his last season, they won the European Championships as well. I think you've got to admit, this was a fantastic season. 706 appearances, 67 goals from a 17-year-old in Lille. Please let me know what you think, how you rate this kid. I think in terms of Wonder Kids, we've probably started the season off with the best one. There will be more to follow. If you've got any suggestions or what Wonder Kids careers you would like me to be the agent of and see them through the next 15-20 years of their career, please drop a comment in the comments below. Please hit the like button. Most of all, hit the subscribe button. My name is Andy, FM Forever. Thank you for watching this. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm signing out. Bye-bye.